So Hyunjun playing versus Junghwan for KBA Championship final. The series is 2 wins for both players up to here, and as it's best of 5 match, this is the last game. It's a crossed opening, okay. So black will approach. No, he makes a Shimari. White may approach. Yes. And now Shimari. Or this one. Yeah, Shimari. And black's to play. Okay. Black's to play. So I don't think we will see some attachment here because ladders should favor white as there is white stone in bottom right. But pincer on top might be interesting, you know? Like pincer the stone in top right. I think it's interesting move. Or any approach, you know, like takes the corner, takes the Sansan here. But if you had to choose, you know, approach 03 or approach with 6 here, I think I prefer that approach because it's 4th line at Q14, and F3 is stone on 3rd line. So I think that approach is for me more interesting to do this right now. So this is, if you want to play this, I think this approach is fine, but of course Sansan also, Sansan is okay, hello Pew. So Sansan is, yeah, he played Sansan, and why he played Sansan, it's because this is white's, I think the choice has to be maybe fighting that way to get the corner and give Ponuki in area with less potential. So this can be, I think, an option. Here. So yeah, AI wants to Sansan, but you can also avoid to play. Don't play the double NA, right? And just play here, maybe, and looking for approach. But what I don't think, it's this, playing this way intends to play here, you know, to play that way for approach. I'm not sure it's so great. Because there is a chance you're over concentrated anyway, but probably playable anyway. That's, everything is possible at this stage. Just okay. So I choose here. Okay, I think it's yeah. AI choice is the other side. AI choice is to play here, play that way, and keep pushing here. Okay. So this is, you know, that's, let's say blacks play the left side. That you're looking for this one. But black will be pincer because I told you earlier the approach on bottom right is one of option and pincer on top was another one. Maybe approach is slightly more important as it's approaching corner, and this is only second step. White approach, and it's not really corner enclosure. But yeah, blacks will play here, so let's give time for white here. But white choose here, and so I think there is no big difference. Yeah, ace is perfectly playable. What? Now, it seems there is difference, after all. But that's crazy. It seems just here. So just when black play, win rate of white drop. And that's, you know, at the start of a game, AI says, usually says white win rate slightly better. And now that's black win rate slightly better. But yeah, that's... yeah, AI changes mine like every moves. It seems AI planned white, that's white here. And when black's here, you play it right now, and there is this thing, you know, and cuts. So that's AI plan here. And white will play here, and black is fighting. Now, I think 9 it can be more normal move is to play here. But anyway, there is a good move here. There is good move here because now when you attach, that should give some good ladders. Not every ladders, but should give some like good ladders. Imagine that you can play here anyway, returning to save 2, and so that should give a lot of ladders here. So white played here, blacks will play here, white here, blacks here. I don't think white... Is it good for white to play here right now? I mean, black may play that way. So you can fight a little for corner, but you don't get every corner, and that's maybe okay for black. But black, I think, can just... I think it's still white has to play... Is it good here? No, it's not good here, right? I mean, what you do with... There is f3. So there is no good way to extend for white. So that's probably white has to play like this or like this. The ladders are good for white. So you can play 3. But when you play 3 now, that's... you can play the cut and capture. And so you keep corner here. And I think it's not so great for white. The approach... So first is, when you attach, maybe this will create troubles with a ladder, and white will need to capture at some point to make the ladder okay. And I think extend here anyway is not so great because it will be over concentrated. And that's like, you can do, you know, things here, and white is not that big on right side. And the top is in trouble. So I don't like the situation like this for white. But it's not like you can do better. If you played it anyway, black's defense corner here, and you can do, yeah, just capture. I think it's just like the ladder is good, right? But you can attach here. He's doing this right now. Black choose to attack first, yeah. That's maybe a good order. That's the thing is here. If you play that way, that is also chance white to capture. So play this attack first for white here, then here, and white can try to capture with ladder right now in some games, and that just, yeah, you extend here, I think, yeah. So that's now that just like a net, but black is better in the corner, and when white's playing here, so you can play that way, and white can capture into ladder, but you can also choose to fight here as well. And with top right, I think it's not bad fight anyway. It's playable fight because when 4, you can keep jumping here and fight that thing, various things here, like let's say various things here. And the thing is, and now that's black can consider to fight around here even here, because there is a cut white has to fix, and white is not perfectly safe, and the right side is not really territory for white. So that's a playable fight for black right now. And for later, that's black attachment in top left is good still. Is still good option. So white played here, black played here. White just extend, yeah, to make a base. But that's now white will suffer, right? I guess. So black pincer on top, okay. That pincer is to say that if white's approach here, this is slightly over concentrated for white to close. So like if you played here, this is why I can choose to play here, and that's normal move from Shimmery in top left. So larger pincer, so give more space for white to survive in top right, and I think white will survive. But yeah, less chance for white to sacrifice. White has to fight for life. So up to here, AI says well played for both players. Okay. But I think I slightly prefer black's position anyway. Because the bottom right, I think it's white don't really make the best choice here. Oh, interesting. That it seems AI say that position, but difference is not really big. it's not so important. But the aces just play 1-2 and then tenuki. Okay. So that's a white 4, black's 5, white 6, and then you played things here. White extend bottom. So leads to another game. Leads to another game. Okay. So white choose to play here. I'm not sure he has to play here. Yeah, that's okay. That's a move. It's a nice one. I like that one. This one. This one is improving a lot the situation when black attach here. Because one will be support, for sure. It's white one improve variations in top left. Even when here, one should be improving variations. And now that's black is like black may wants to fight this, but at least the blackstone has no space to, you cannot extend here. And so AI says you will play somewhere else, like fighting here. But yeah, that's white can still move here, and black can't extend. But when white played here, this is black will get space to extend. You play that way, white defense, and maybe it's he extend or attach. So he extend here, white not move, white playing here to make life, okay? And attach, okay, attach here, white should defend. So he defends here, and now played here. But he can capture with ladder. Is ladder a very good option? Not sure. You can just play. There is a net here, no? I think this is net. This is like a weak ladder. So this is you are capturing white stone with 1 here. So the thing is, when you played here, this is again some attachment here. You can say there is ladder breaker, and that's that means white 4, you get good ladders. But just don't play, just play here, and black has to make choices. I think black had to avoid ladder in bottom left. So now black's theater here. Okay. White defense. I will check here. His AI says that's all good or not. Is there a big change? Yeah, it seems the extend here. So it looks like reasonable move, defend, everything. So, but yeah, it says fight. Okay. Anyway, it's not big difference. It's just lack of accuracy, kind of. Okay, so the situation up to here. And even, so black Atari, white played here, black takes, white connect. This is, according to AI, super close. Both players did well. And what is black move here is this one. You see, it's not, so I show there is like net here, but I think it's just white played here or white played here, and that's broken, so you had to play one more. So is it that great? Maybe you don't play 6. Just you can get this exchange, and so black shape is not really great, and that's why to play somewhere else. Maybe play there. Maybe play this first to play this way. So it's black can be under attack. So it's not so great for black, I think, to do that. So that's there is way to capture white like this, but probably not so great. And that's playing here. So it's not a ladder. And if white is moving here, you can play Ane, and white can do this because you get captured. So this means only way for white to escape is empty triangle, so very bad shape. Black had easy move at 5 to start to make some eye shape here. And like if you played here, for example, that's white has to escape, and that just black is building on that and probably will manage here. Is it sente for blacks to... One important thing, is it sente for blacks to play here? I mean, if white plays somewhere else, is there a chance that you are killing that group? You probably had to attach here first, right? That's this one. If you try here, this is now huge trouble because when you try to connect, that you are capturing this. So here, that's for me more like white has to play here. You can play it here, white can play this one. That's working for white, so do you need here first? I mean here, 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 here. Even if I connect here, this is you are dead, so white may play that over here. And that's live. Yeah, okay, it's alive. Not so great. So maybe you can just get this, and that's still alive. But still annoying, right? Can we do something better? No. And things like this, it's anyway white had enough space. Right. So, maybe just in the previous here. Play that early first. Oh, yeah. Play that early first. That's better, right? 120. Earlier I said here right now, but... And here. That case you can play here and here. Also, that's way to capture. So that's maybe just fine. And the thing is, I think it's just better right now. White here, black takes. Don't give 2 stones. And so this thing is almost like white needs here, right? More or less. Like can be dangerous at some point if black's moving. Yeah. Can be dangerous. Yeah, that just he was promoted recently. So Hyunjun was a then pro. He turned 9 pro recently. I think because of his final. You know, Fox is a Chinese server, so for Korean professional, they don't really update the information really fast. So yeah, that way is okay, right? You cannot connect here because this Atari will just kill white stones. And that's just so great, right? This is, you cannot answer. So if you had to play here and black capture, this is so great. So I think this 17 and here, that's great. So that's, maybe you played here. Maybe you played here. And is this one sente or not? Not sente, right? Sente, not sente? I'm not so sure. So that's maybe you had to play there. That's white able to play this one, right? What if you play this one? So that is here, here, here. And that's just perfect 2 eyes for white. So that's not so great. Answers with 18 is good, and that's, you can do anything. White here gets liberty. So when you play it here, that's no problem. So just 17 is not so dangerous. So this is this block. I consider, is it dangerous or not? But it seems to be not so dangerous. I guess for our variations from earlier, we can do this Atari right now here. And so when you play it here, you know, no time for this. So that way is really dead, right? That way is already dead. And here, this is already dead as it's alive here. That's no problem here. And that way is alive here. That way is alive. So you can do some reduction, but not too much. And so I think for white, at some points, play this Kusumi is a big move for improving his territory. Okay, so black played here, white is not moving, of course. And so white extend on bottom, yeah, and that looks like, is if there is a weak group for white, is 4 stones in bottom right. So extend here makes sense. So now black captures. This black capture says take care of right side. So imagine, probably white is a good move here. But now if you played here, that's how many eye shape for white here. That's this shape is just 1. Maximum is 1. Right now is even 0 because I think you can remove it. So imagine just attach here. That's this is connect, and that's that way you can connect. But don't use this right now here. Just consider that white needs one move to really secure a shape. And so the question is, anyway, where is second eye shape? So white has to look for second eye shape. So this area is not perfect. So maybe like white jump here might be necessary to perfectly secure. Or anything else. So it choose here. Choose here, so black can fight. Yeah, black's fighting here. White here is threatening. Maybe it's a move that, like, white pretends that black has to play here first. And then white can move. Like a jump here. And so if black captures this, it's no big deal because you played 4. And so when black's here, white played here, imagine that just, okay, you can play it here, or maybe just you, when white here, you played here, threatening that base. But now what happened with that array? If you played that way, it's not 2 eyes for black. So if you resist here, it's a co-fight. And I think you don't want to be dead on co-fight. So this is telling black he has to play 1 more. So black insert, yeah, okay. That's center exchange for white, really improving eye shape on bottom side. And now white can take care of this bottom right. The liberty Q7 will be important. When I say important, is it, like this, you can't really cut. Is there another way? Changing the move order doesn't really make difference. That's still white winning and will improve. That way is nothing, right? It's just giving some eyes. Okay. So jump here for white. Okay, fine. What do you think about this? Okay, that's here first. AI doesn't really want to capture. AI wants to approach here. But capture anyway is not losing that much. AI wants to jump like black did here. Okay. And here, okay, interesting. That move is, AI says okay, but AI move is to tenuki for this one. To play exchange here. And after this, still doesn't care about anything here. Just play shoulder it here. So it seems the AI wants to develop potential. But still there is a trouble when white here, So just what I say is even if there is 10, when you play somewhere else, it's like white needs one more to capture. And maybe the value of moves in a place, they'll be just big enough. Like you play it here, you develop huge moyo in center. Can be a thing. But anyway, makes life at big value, so that's, yeah, it says not bad. Okay, and here this jump. So I said there is maybe no, this is not really a trouble, right? But here, AI said to play here anyway. I guess that's securing a little eye shape. Okay. But I think it's the jump he played. Also, AI says okay, right? Yeah, AI says fine. Okay, that's black jumped here, and it seems AI says that's not okay, this one. Okay, so you need to take care of these three, of course. That's AI says to play that way. The thing is, I guess if you get stronger, now there is huge fight on bottom. Like white's playing something here. Now what happens here? Or here? You can fight white stones on bottom side. And so here, this is what I said is jump here for white, and that's let black play here, white will play here, and you can fight here. And so there is some agi, and now that's left side is the open area. So play the open area here, and creates a fight here now. Okay, leads to another game, I guess. So this one, this is strong, and maybe you have to defend the bottom anyway. You choose to play here. Okay. I was thinking here you had to play there, but yeah, okay. AI wants to jump as well one time, so gets one more jump for black, then defend here. That makes sense. So yeah, that's here. But you see, black's trying to resist here. So white's atterry from that way. Okay. I was thinking like it was going to be here and here. There is now trouble here. Not really. But just working for white. There is a cut here, of course. That's probably the trouble. So he played that way, let black cut here, he will capture, and black can capture 3 stones and be safe. Okay, that's AI says that white move is disaster. It's a still playable game, but win rate for white 66% plus, almost 67. And now this one is black. It's white win rate is 47. So losing 20% win rate here. So that's supposed to be a mistake for pro. And so that's, according to AI, white is slightly better. And now that's black is ahead. It's 50-50, almost 50-50. But AI says it's black winning. So of course it's everything possible still, but that move is losing a lot, according to AI. So yeah, that's a reasonable move. The move that you should play is actually from this side and play that way. Okay, there is a cut, and so that's, as I said, what you don't want. He doesn't want that cut. He really doesn't want that cut. So, but AI says that this is okay for white. Good way to defend some lead. But he chooses the other one. And so with this one, he probably had a special ID. But okay, that's... So when this black is instantly very bad. So anyway, the evaluation of the trade by whites, so black's played here, evaluation of that trade, that's good trade for white. So white says that black cannot play here. So I guess it's black has to play here and white has to defend after all, and black cut. So is it AI? AI says you cut here anyway. So I guess you cannot play here. That way is okay for white, right? So your only move is still to just play here. And now you can push here. Okay. That's, I guess, when you played here. If blacks played here, you play that array, and that's you are super happy. So it's like blacks to connect, whites to connect, white connect everything. So that's a great one, right? So this is when two that you had to, when four, sorry, you had to, you cannot play five. So you play five like this, and white keep pushing, black go down, white here. Blacks to connect with nine, so you connect. And so, okay, there is a cutting point here. But anyway, white result is good. You capture two cutting stones here. So white safe now on bottom. The stones here, even if you played here, they already starts to move out. So this should be easy to escape. And okay, black get right side. But I think it's not that big. And for later, 14 became really big for white now. So yeah. I guess 11 is no real trouble, and maybe black will try to keep breaking here first. But blacks played here and white able to capture is great profit for white. And that's now the difference here. No, it's uh, white win rate here 37, 47%. Now this is 77. So it's a 30% win rate drop here. So capture. And so black here, yeah. That's good for white. Now white doesn't need to play one more. He can play the left side first. Or also, I think play the move here is big for bottom. But I guess play the move around here, or maybe attach, is big. He played that way, okay. Fine. What is AI? Yeah, AI is also to play here. Okay. So blacks played here. Pincer. That's maybe close to the strength. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that makes me think about. I remember Yichungo. Yichungo's game in it was in YK Gyeongki Cup last year. Mm, I think it's on similar pattern. Uh, it was last year, I think. I think it was Shin Min-jun versus Shin Min-jun or um, Shin Min-jun or Byun Sung-gil. I'm not perfectly sure. Like 1 year ago. Mm, can I find the game? Oh, it's not that. It's versus Byun Sung-gil, right? Yeah. Yeah. What happened in that game? Yeah, it's slightly different. Yeah, no, it's different. Uh, it's here, but it's starting on that position without the Blackstone here. And so that's from a black here. But there is no. It was without C12, C10. And that stone is on third line. So it's slightly different. Yeah, so slightly different. But if you want to you want to have a look at that game, it's interesting. So what happened in top right is interesting on that game. So black's played here, okay. So white here, yeah. And we get this. Is it all good according to AI? Well, it became really good for white. So here, so white is of course fine. That black move is AI says bad. That's using 10%. That but white when rate is reach 85% now, and so what black should do is attach here. And I think it's more light. And so this is, you can sacrifice the stone here. So AI says that's a better way to make Sabaki here. You can sacrifice the first two stones here, but as you cut white, that's great. Now the stone on G16 is trapped. So white can extend and get the left, but the top side, it's some territory now. So answers here, yeah, okay. So white answered properly according to AI, and that's white. Yeah, white slightly better here. This is when black connects, you have to secure, and black can play here for life. I think it's this situation here. I think for black it's better to ask first to move out, maybe. No, AI wants the same as black, okay. So white answer anyway. So what I was looking is there a chance that you can just cut that stone or attach here to just play here? But maybe it's so easy for black to make life here. Comfortable life, okay. So white will not give easy life. So block, black's played here, defend, and now attach. Yeah. Okay, game review. Okay, we finish that review and we review your game, Celsius. So here, white's playing that way. What happened? You can of course play it here. White defense might be here, but this is Atari, right? So this is no problem for black to connect things. Or just, if you played it right now, if white tries to cut with 5, this should be okay because you capture 2 stones on left. So this should be fine. And also, of course, that's move 6 for 7 is some sente, but there is no real follow-up. So you had to play this anyway. You had to play this and capture this, but that's very good for black. So why can't do that? Of course. So defense here. Yep. Black should improve connection. So he connects. Okay. And he managed to move out. Okay. That's fine. So now white, is it, first question should be, is it safe on top? It seems to be, for me. The liberty here might be important. Uh, it's interesting. It seems the AI variation is slightly different than Black's connection. That's this connection is losing some win rate for Black. Um, Interesting AI plan. So it seems you can ask this right now, or maybe like now that AI says played this one. So white to defend. And now you played here and here because you need to escape slightly faster. And you know, one is if imagine white is playing there, that's now black 3 is good move here, of course. That's if I tried here, this is and now this might be starts of on maybe even if you played here, you know, uh, the top left, it's still not perfectly alive, and 2 stones are cut here, so white can't really do that. So Ane at 3 is too strong, so white really needs to defend. So yeah, that's AI says you do that way and white jumping here, and so now that's time for black to play somewhere else. And this one, I think it's like, do you really need? What will be white move here? White's played here, but anyway, white is better with this. That's he can start to think moving L15, right? And the jump is big, so black attach here, and now white sente. Yeah, white did well here, and I think it's like uh, extend here is that really big. But you can also consider some invasion, I guess. So what he's doing? Yeah, he's doing invasion. And now black's defend here, white's that way. And that's here, he will connect more or less. So if black's played here, it's not working, right? That just you do some Atari, connect here is safe for white. Or just, that just, there is question about, is ladder okay? Maybe. But anyway, if you played it, that's black has to fix also. So it's not really working. If you played here, this is why connects. Black had a chance to try this to cut, of course. But white here is alive. And black has so many troubles. So you can't really do. So he's playing attach here. What? This is, starts to be black really behind, and you know, black is trying crazy things to come back, I think. In this final versus Pageant 1, so Hyunjun managed few times to do comeback. He was behind and managed to do comeback. But here, I don't see clearly what is his plan. That in some of the games, I think it was what his first win in this final. I think it was game. It was game 1. Yeah, in game 1. In game 1, he had definitely a plan, and he stick to his plan. He was behind, but at some point his plan is working, so it was okay for him. But here I don't really see the plan for black. It's not clear for me what he's doing. That's what I mean is, so the bottom right here, I think so he managed to capture, but it's like there is nothing to do anymore. I don't think you can really fight the bottom right. You can't really fight the Punuki because there is already a jump. There is space in different area for this to be safe. And there is no really way to attack it and makes profit. So that's, I think, no plan to fight this group, no plan to fight this, and other groups for white, they look safe. So you can't really fight any white group here. So no hopes to make use of strength. You know, the top side is not making territory, just black connect stones. It's not super safe because there is a cut. So we can't even say that's very strong. And the bottom left, okay, lack of strength as well. That's very some cut. So if Hyunjun managed to do something here, he's already a magician here. So yeah, okay, so white here, that's playing this Hattori, and here, this remember me a game from this week. I think it was this week. I'm not perfectly sure. But I think happened recently. Less than 1 week, we see some... I don't remember exactly which game. But we see that's doing some Hattori to take Sente like this. Get a shape similar to this one. So I don't remember which game, but it was very recent one. So that I think it's Hyunjun probably studied the game because it was important one, I think. Oh, is it? Is Ungame? I'm not sure. But we see that pattern to get Sente here. And so that looks like a nice way for white here. Because using this Ane here makes the bottom side better, and the cut at d5 is stronger than ever. So black's here, white now extend here, 2 stones are dead. And black's here to defend. Okay, white finally come back to connect, and white's bottom side so safe. So now black here, okay, but white attach. White here, so white securing base, no problem. Black capturing, so my bad. Black's played here. Let's see this. Black capturing here is no big deal, right? So that you can connect here, it's fine. You can just say a sacrifice, no problem. That's anyway, you know, white can play somewhere else and also makes profit. So black's played here, white answer. Black's played here. I think it's like time to resign soon. Yeah, it's still the eye says that the situation white here, win rate of white is like 98%, 99%. So that's unless there is a blunder, that's white will win. So this one is threatening the cut here. That's I told you that the cut at L15 can be annoying at some point, and black, we can say black strong. So when here, this black is to prevent white played here because it's self-Hattori. So black's played here because white can push and cut. And so if black doesn't and plays somewhere else, now white can do this Hattori. And this Hattori says right side in trouble. So maybe you defend. But now 3 stones here are dead. And when you play 6, it's maybe you had to play 7 and defend to connect this. So this can be annoying as well. Okay, so black here. Now white's play this one. So what is this one? If black's played here, black stones are cut anyway, right? If black's played here, white escape. Maybe. If black's played here, white turn. This is not a ladder because of the last move, right? And there is no net as well. And if you played that way, this is not net because you connect with that shape. And you can just capture by playing here, right? Yeah. So it's not perfect. But that means like any white move here, black needs to defend. Right? If you played here, white here, black here. Has to be, he needs to play something. So anyway, black has to play here. And white improve his shape. Okay. So black has to play here, white here. Black attach here. But it's here, right? Yeah. We studied that thing earlier. So black here anyway needs to defend his stone, but he's not, okay. So this means still white get the chance to play here later. Of course, if white already here, when black plays somewhere else, white 3 is answered by 4 and he needs to capture. So that's already some profit for black, because compared with not playing, white playing here, if you block, white doesn't need to play one more move. And this time, if black's played here, you don't answer 6 like this, but just maybe you capture and you are fine. So there is a big difference about that. So that's anyway, the trade itself, black here, white here, is a little profit for... That's a little profit for black anyway. So now black's defense here wants to connect his stones, okay? Yeah, because, you know, the white played the push here. Black has to answer because, let's say something more passive for black. Now white striking here, threatening to cut, and 3 stones are dead, right? That's... we can say they are dead. If you defend here, that's maybe now there is some cut here, or just cut that way, you know? You can cut. Maybe you can already think about cuts, but I think ladder is good here. So if ladder is good, maybe not so great. So that trade and now here. Now white pushing here, yeah. He played this one, so it's super safe. And maybe, so this is maybe asking for resign here. So, and as you can see here, what is black's territory? You know, black got totally destroyed here. That's best territory of black is bottom right. You see bottom left not big, bottom and top left are not big. The top here is almost nothing. So the best territory is bottom right, but it's smaller than bottom side. White left side, still not. If you compare to black's territory, only territory bigger than left side is bottom right. Top left, only territory bigger than white top left is bottom right. The top right, this is, I think you can compare with any bottom left, or top right. So this is, we can say, the bottom left, top right. We can say white is already better, you know? That is better. Bottom right versus bottom side, white is better. We don't need to count. It's just, you can look, that's black smaller than white. So compare both territories, bottom left, left side, white is bigger. Top left, white and black, white match, no problem. Top right, blacks and white is matching black's territory, no problem. So that's white is bigger in every place, and white has Komi. So it seems white leads by more than Komi here. So I think white is leading on the Goban. It doesn't need Komi here. So it seems he is ready for a huge win here. So blacks try to resist. Maybe white will give up a few points because it doesn't need. And okay, some potential up here. But still white is far more ahead, I think. So the only important thing is be careful, don't be too slack at some point. So white now captures here. Yeah, and so black's played here, white played here, now black finally resigned. So, you know, black improve a little in bottom left, top left as well, but white still get things here. The top right improve a little. So white still very nice about territory, probably still ahead on the Goban here. So Hyunjun resigned, and Junghwan managed to win the title